found a rock to sit on up a hill, and I should show you my view because it's awesome. Sometimes my evenings just look like this. I'm editing a video and I've just been recording the voiceover for parts of it. There's my fluffy microphone. Yeah, it's hard to sometimes work out when you should have downtime and when you're working, when you do things for yourself and you work for yourself, because when really do you stop? I often work in the evenings, but it does mean that I often get to go out and enjoy the sunshine during the day, so it's not all bad. So I had this guy come along this evening. He was just out walking a dog, and I was cooking dinner. It was maybe like 5:30, 6 o'clock or something. And he decided to tell me on his way past that apparently you can't park here overnight. He said it's a no overnight parking place. There are no signs whatsoever. I stayed here before, but it was, I don't know, like 4 years ago or something. It was ages ago. And I just don't know whether he was just a grouchy local that doesn't want anyone staying, or what. He basically said that there used to be signs saying no overnight parking, but people that ignore them have taken them down. And he may be telling the truth. I don't know. I just kind of had this big debate in my head of whether or not to stay. I never really like to annoy any locals anywhere, but also, as far as I'm aware, I'm not doing anything wrong. There's no signs telling me not to stay here. If they were, I wouldn't be here. And I was still debating as I was heating up some water for my hot water bottle. I was just debating what to do. And another wee camper pulled in, and I had a quick chat with them just to let them know that this guy had said that to me, and they still decided to stay the night, and they've stayed before as well. So hopefully no one's going to come knocking on either of us, because they've got a small kid. But I don't know. I kind of hate the way it makes me feel when I end up on edge, because I don't really want to annoy anyone. They were not the words I was going to use, but I don't really want to annoy anyone. But also, I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. And I'm kind of tired. I don't really want to move. I'm letting my stove cool down outside, so I'd have to wait for that anyway to then move on. And this is kind of the perfect spot in the direction I'm heading. So we'll just see what happens, I think. It turns out that my boots have got a crack in the bottom of them, and they're the ones that I wear anytime I'm not hiking, really. I wear them driving and generally just wandering around the van if I'm parked somewhere. And I thought I got a bit of a wet foot the other day, but I thought it was just because it was crazy slush and things, and that it maybe had come in the side where there's a bit of a worn bit. But I seem to go through boots like nobody's business. I bought this pair in December, when my previous pair were literally like, the heel was like separate to the rest of the boot. So when I was walking, it was like, and I bought cheaper ones because I seem to wear through them really quickly. So these were actually a lot cheaper than the previous pair. They were actually from Sainsbury's, these ones, but I've worn through them quickly as well. I now have like soggy, muddy, slightly muddy looking, they're really soggy socks, which is great. I double socks a lot of the time. Wear double. I can't speak. Wear 2 pairs of socks. Oh, that's really soggy. So yeah, they're kind of soaked through. These are some lovely ones my mum bought me for Christmas. They're nice bamboo ones, and they are now a bit muddy. I'm going to try and wash them tomorrow. But so I have one. I thought when I was cooking dinner, it would be fine. It would just be a little bit damp, but it's really muddy ground. And then I got to the point right at the end where my whole foot felt like the whole base of my foot felt super cold and super wet. And it was just at that point where it's like, it's not worth changing shoes now because I want to clean my feet and put clean socks on. But it's just really annoying. I think my 12-volt car kettle died yesterday. I haven't dared try it today. I was using it yesterday and it got a bit of a funny smell and then wouldn't turn back on. So I imagine that that's it done. I bought it a couple of days into moving into the van last year when my previous one died, which I'd had a few years. I bought the same one again because I thought, well, it's lasted well. And I have used it a crazy amount this winter while my heater's not been working, and I've been pretty reliant on hot water bottles to keep warm. So I don't know if that's it. That's as long as it lasts. I don't know. I don't know whether to buy another one or just try and make do without it. If it's not going to be windy, it's fine because I'll do my cooking outside and things. But when the weather's really wet and windy, that's my way of heating up water. And can't decide. It just feels like at the moment. I'm going to be taking myself off grid for a few days, hopefully for a little while. I have got way ahead of myself. It is Friday today. Today's video has gone out. Next Friday's video is almost finished, which is just completely unheard of. So I'm going to finish that hopefully tomorrow, schedule it, stock up on a few more supplies that I need, and then disappear into a land of hopefully no signal so that I have to detox from my phone. And yeah, if I still have signal, I'll probably just get tempted to look at things, and I could do with not looking at things for a while and just working through some stuff I want to process. So hopefully that'll happen. I've taken some cool video today of a couple of places I've been, and I basically don't really know what's coming up. I've been planning my videos a little bit more this year, whereas last year was just like, see what happens. This time I've kind of had a bit of a plan, and then I just move it when things happen, like getting snowed in. But yeah, not sure what's going to come up in, not next week, but the one after, which may well be what this video goes in. Who knows? We'll see what happens. I'm looking forward to some time off, away, taking myself away from things. It's really hard when you're kind of working for yourself, as I'm sure some of you guys know if you work for yourselves, to kind of balance the whole like when is time off? Especially when you're trying to start businesses and get things up and running, and it's like you can't just let something go for a week because it doesn't work, especially with the way social media and things work. You kind of need to be on it all the time. But then it's also when do you get downtime? You know, if you work for someone else, you get to take some annual leave sometimes, and that's you done, and you can just, well, depending on the job, switch off from it for a while. So yeah, I'm working on how that balance is. It's work I enjoy, so most of the time I'm very happy to do it, but it also just can become quite non-stop with going, I need to work on this and that and Etsy and Instagram and YouTube and create videos for this and that, and it's just like, whoa, can you tell that I need to remove myself from it for a little bit? I'm going to go do that. But for now, I have a camera strap to make for, I think it's Sam. So that's what I'm going to do tonight so that I can post it before I disappear off. So thank you, Sam, for supporting me and ordering from my Etsy store. If you're someone that hasn't checked it out yet and you're based in the UK, as I only post in the UK at the moment, go check it out. There's a link below. Hi. So I just bought my first OS map today. I have a couple that I have acquired, but yeah, I haven't really just gone and bought one for an area that I'm headed to and want to spend some time in. They are not cheap, so I don't usually buy them. But I realised there's one problem with having one in such a small home is, how do you even look at it without, like, it doesn't fit. I'm going to have to wait till I'm like outside on a dry day to look at it properly, or use the digital version on my phone. But I'm hopefully going to find some good hikes when I can see it. I'm just out picking up some pine cones for my stove, and there's this beautiful stone. This is stunning. I'm just under some trees. That's a pretty good collection of pine cones going on there. And someone's rubbish. That should keep me going for a while. So this is what my supplies look like when I decide to go off-grid for, I don't know, 4, 5, 6 days. I haven't really decided. I went a bit crazy with tomatoes actually, but I have a crazy amount of fruit and veg. I also have some pak choy and some mushrooms. I got some reduced Mornish 2 yesterday and some baby corn, so I'm going to make a few stir fries the next couple of days. And then my fruit bag is crazy full too. I've got a ridiculous amount of citrus fruit because I pretty much live on it, and then some avocados and bananas and apples and some ginger. This is the spot where I spent the first couple of days of my off-grid time. Other than the occasional passing car, I felt like I had the world to myself. Just the kind of quiet I needed. I hiked over the hills in front of Silver to reach Loch Linney. I cooked. I filled up my water tank from the stream via my water filter. I washed my hair in the same chilly stream. I walked around barefoot. I sung, I meditated, and it was just what my soul had been asking for.